Hi everyone. So we will discuss some problems, practical problems on mutual fund uh, schemes. So here there is a problem. Mr. Lakshman has invested in 3 mutual fund schemes as per details below. So he is an investor, Mr. Lakshman. He has invested in 3 mutual fund schemes. That information they given in the table. The particulars: mutual fund A, mutual fund B, and mutual fund C. So the date they given at the time of investment for the mutual fund A, 1st December 2018, and mutual fund B 1/1/2019, and mutual fund C 1/3/2019. This is what the date of investment they given. And amount of investment at the time of amount of investment also they given for a different mutual fund scheme, that is rupees 50,000, rupees 1 lakh, rupees 50,000 for mutual fund A, B, and C respectively. And NAV entry date, it means NAV opening date they given here. NAV at entry date, how much rupees was there at the time of entry. It means for mutual fund A 10.50, okay, for a B rupees 10, for mutual fund C how much, rupees 10. And dividend received up to rupees up to 31st 3 2019, the dividend received by Mr. Lakshman 31st 3 2019, rupees 950 for mutual fund A, for 1500 for mutual fund B, and rupees nil for mutual fund C. And at the time of 31st 3 2019, NAV was rupees 10.40, 10.10, 9.80 for mutual fund A, B, C respectively. So what you need to do, you need to calculate effective yield, effective return on a different kind of schemes which is earned by the Mr. Lakshman up to 31st 3 2019. Yes, so you are required what is the effective yield on a scheme to Mr. Lakshman up to 31st 3 2019. So by this information we need to calculate effective yield. So that first we will go with particulars and 3 mutual fund schemes. So amount invested, you know that how much amount invested, 50,000, 1 lakh, and 50,000. So 50,000, 1 lakh, as well as 50,000. NAV at entry date, you know that 10.50, 10, and 10 for mutual fund C. So amount invested as well as NAV, if you multiplied these two, rupees NAV plus amount of investment which is made by Mr. Lakshman. So if you multiplied these two, you will get the number of units purchased. Sorry, if you divide it, so total number of the amount, total amount of investment divided by NAV at entry date. If you divide it, you will get the number of units purchased. Say for example 50,000 divided by 10.50 equals to, you will get 4,761.90. Same way for mutual fund B, 1 lakh divided by 10, you will get number of units purchased 10,000. 50,000 divided by 10, 5,000. That is what we can call number of units purchased. And then next we will go with total dividend received. So how much dividend has been received, 950, 1500, and nil. So that information we need to take. Then dividend for units, which is important. So if you need to calculate dividend for units, equals to total dividend received divided by number of units purchased. So number of units purchased, already you found that 4,761.90 for mutual fund A, 10,000, 5,000 for B and C respectively. If you divide it with the total dividend, you will get dividend per units. Say for example 950 here, 950 divided by 4,761.90, you will get 0.1995. Same way 1500 divided by 10,000, you will get 0.15. This is what the dividend per unit. And nil for a dividend, for a mutual fund scheme C. Yes, NAV at the end of the year they given as it is in the problem. We need to take 10.40, 10.10 and 9.80. And then the next thing which we need to calculate, percentage of periodic returns. How much percentage of a periodic return which is getting by the Mr. Lakshman. So NAV entry date first we need to take plus dividend per unit minus end. Yes, so percentage of periodic return which we need to calculate is 10.40 is the NAV at the end, okay, plus dividend per unit 0.1995 minus 10.50, which means NAV at opening. So this is NAV opening, okay. So closing NAV plus dividend per unit minus opening NAV divided by opening NAV multiplied by 100, you will get percentage periodic return for a mutual fund A, B and C. Same way for a mutual fund B will get as simplified, which is done by you, which means closing NAV plus dividend per unit minus opening NAV divided by closing NAV into 100. So we will get 2.5% in mutual fund B and minus 2% in mutual fund C. So this is what exactly periodic return he can get it through the different mutual fund scheme. And one more thing which we need to calculate, what the major thing which you need to calculate is what is the effective yield on the scheme to Mr. Lakshman and up to 31st 3 2019. So what will be the entry date and closing date, that which we need to understand. So how much is the closing date? Entry of investment 1/12/2018. This is date of investment. So up to 31st 3 2019 it will around 4 months. So December 1 month, Jan, Feb, March. So that 3 month and 1 month. So total number of period, the 4 months for a mutual fund A. And what about mutual fund B, in the sense that date of investment 1/1/2019, isn't it? 1/1/2019 and 31st 3 2019. So the full month January, Feb and March. So total 3 month period for a mutual fund B. And what about mutual fund C? 1/3/2019. The complete March month you need to take, only 1 month. So that the period will get 4 month, 3 month and 1 month respectively for different mutual fund schemes. So if you find annualized return for the different kinds of mutual funds, which you need to go for. So how you need to calculate annualized return? Total percentage periodic returns already you got. So by that you need to multiply it with year, the total year divided by number of years. Say for example, for the mutual fund A, they given here, isn't it? Percentage 0.9476% multiplied by 12 divided by 4 months. No, if you need to calculate, it means you will get simplified amount as 2.8428% as an annualized return for a mutual fund A. Same way 3 month, it means the total periodic returns 2.5% is there, multiplied by 12 divided by number of month 3. So you will get 10%, isn't it? So same way annualized return for a mutual fund scheme 3, in the sense that the minus 2 is there, percentage periodic returns, multiplied by 2, multiplied by 12 divided by 1, you will get minus 24% annualized return. He can get it from the mutual fund scheme. So this is what exactly we can say that how he can get a return, annualized return with a different aspects, where there is date of investment is different, NAV, and while considering NAV at entry date as well as closing date.